Hey everyone, so today we're going to cover an episode about fat loss, and that's going to be the 5 main rules for fat loss. Now I know what you're probably thinking, Jake, this is dead easy, all I need to do is eat less, move more, I've cracked it. We know it's not that simple, okay? There's a lot of fad diets out there where people are on juices, they're on shakes, they're counting points or whatever, and there's a yo-yo effect going on. It's up and down and there's no sustainability there. So what I'm going to give you today, the 5 rules, but class these as the 5 main pillars in order to give you the foundation, so not only can you lose fat but also sustain it and maintain this lifestyle long term once you've mastered these things. Right then, so the first rule for fat loss is being in a calorie deficit. So you would have heard that before. What is a calorie deficit? So just simply, that is giving your body less calories than what it needs so it can utilize your body fat. Now, how do you know what that number is? Now, there's some fitness trackers out there, like MyFitnessPal, that you can use for free, or NutriCheck. It'll ask for your age, height, weight, your activity, and it'll ask for how much weight you want to lose per week. Pull that information to the system and it'll spit a number out to you. Now, fat loss is a numbers game. You have to know your numbers in order for you to achieve your fat loss goals. Right then, rule number 2 is the long game. Now guys, I want you to stay with me until we get to rule number 5, because that is the most important one. So bear with us, I'll get through these as quick as I can. So the long game. This is something in my career, I've been in the fitness industry for over a decade, and the amount of times I've come across this is unbelievable. So clients will make a start on their fitness journey and they'll be going from doing hardly any movement whatsoever and very little steps, 3,000 or 4,000 steps, eating quite a lot of calories, and then having a big change in their lifestyle to moving a lot more, training more throughout the week, and eating less calories. So as you can see, that's quite a big change. And then 2 weeks down the line, we have the conversation, we notice that they've dropped 3 or 4 pounds. And sometimes you find that clients can be pretty gutted about this, because that's all they're seeing in exchange for what they've done and the hard work and efforts. And I get it, because they'll say, when I did such and such diet or X diet, or I did this plan, I caned off loads and I lost half a stone in a week or whatever. But what we've got to understand is this is a long process, and we have to follow the laws of thermodynamics and the science behind it, and it suggests that we can still live our life and have balance, which is what we all want, and lose body fat and make this sustainable as well, if we go for £1 to £2 a week. Any more than that, you're putting yourself at risk, and then we have this yo-yo effect. So if we stick to little increments and we get £1 to £2 a week, although it doesn't feel like that much now, it has a compound effect. As long as we lose every single week, we'll get to where we need to go. All right, so prepare yourself for the long game. Come away from the quick fixes, because it puts you more at risk. All right, next one. We've got meal prep. Yeah, it sounds a bit original. We've heard it all before, but this is so important. Now, I know you're thinking, Jake, I can't be bothered to make chicken, rice and broccoli on a Sunday for a few hours, mess around when it's my day off. I can't be bothered. 2 things to consider there. Number 1, it doesn't have to be bland and boring, and it doesn't need to take ages. You can find recipes that are really nutritious, that's going to fill you, that you're going to look forward to. And once you get quick at this, it won't take long at all. And also, if you want your goals enough, you will make this happen so you can achieve this. All right, so think about that. Now let's play this out. When it gets to lunch, for example, and we're on our break, the first thing our body's craving for when we get hungry is fuel, is carbs, is sugar for our brain and to give our body energy. Now, if we've not got a prepared meal there at the ready, what we're going to do? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go out, go to a shop that's nearby, probably Greggs, get ourselves a sandwich, a muffin, probably a sausage roll, something like that. And then before you know it, it's out of control and we lose track of what we're doing and the calories are too high for the day, which then makes that really difficult. So meal preparation is so important. How does the old saying go? Failure to prepare, prepare to fail. And that is so true. Rule number 4, accountability. So if you're quite a disciplined person, that's great, but you've got to find a system to hold you accountable. So maybe follow a training program or something like that you can look at to ensure that you are making progress. Find somebody that has proven success with clients and done it themselves that can show you the way, that can guide you. Because when we try and do this ourselves, it can take a lot longer than what it needs to. When you invest in a coach, in a trainer, and somebody that's done it before, you're essentially invested in time. You're invested in saving yourself a lot of time because you're getting somebody to show you the roadmap and give you the tools to get there. So that's something to consider. You can invest in a trainer, or you can find a training partner, find a friend that's got the same goals and drive that you have, because it's one thing training by yourself. It's easy to say to yourself, oh shit, it's all right, it's fine, I'll leave it till tomorrow. When you've got somebody else to go with that's committed, you don't want to let them down. And that has some power there. The last rule is your why. It's the most important one. Why are you doing this? So why is the why the most important thing out of the lot? Well, because as we know, in order for us to drop fat, it means making a lifestyle change. And in the process of making this lifestyle change, at some point, it's going to get tough. We're moving more, we're doing more exercise, we're dropping our calories a little bit. So therefore, we can be deprived of energy a little bit there. All right, you might get a bit tired. The last rule, you're going to be sore. You'll be waking up in the morning with your body with a delayed onset muscle soreness, feeling stiff as anything, feeling knackered, asking yourself, Jesus, why am I going through this process? And we know, as we said earlier, we've got to be persistent with this. So when our minds start telling us, no, come on, it's fine, you don't need to do it today, leave it till tomorrow, you're too tired, just go back on the sofa, don't worry about doing the steps today, I'll have a day off, whatever. We've heard it up before, it's there in the subconscious, our brain starts telling us those things. This why has to be so strong that we put that on the back burner, we put it away and we say, no, it's a non-negotiable, I'm doing it because of this reason. So I want you to think about is 3 reasons as to why you want to do this, why you want to lose fat. Write them down on a piece of paper or write them down in the comments below. It could be that you want to be the best role model for your kids to look up to, be their superhero. It could be that you just generally want to be stronger and fitter. It could be that you want to be the best version of you possibly can be, so you can feel your best in general. It might be as you're getting a bit older, you want your bones and you want your bones to be more dense and your overall health to be there, so it's there for longevity. There's lots of different reasons, so think about your why, write it down, that purpose, put it in the comments below. Alright, so they are the 5 rules, the 5 pillars for fat loss. If you stick to these 5, you will master the fat loss game, and not only that, you will sustain it. Okay, so I hope you got a lot of value from this video today. I want to put more videos out there to help people on their fitness journey. So if you can think of any other videos at the moment that you think, oh, do you know what, I'm struggling with that, or I could do with a bit of advice on this, drop a message in the comments. I'll be more than happy to get a video out there for you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I will see you on the next video.